And this video is basically about drinking then rape. And I'm basically going to talk about what can happen to you when you're drinking and you're dating. Um, I'm going to tell you guys about my experience. Then I'm going to also tell you guys of ways to prevent yourself so this will not happen to you. And then I'm going to talk about if this happens to you, what do you do about it? What do you do about it? Basically, when my rape occurred, I was 18. I had just graduated from high school, went off to College of DuPage in Glen Ellen, Illinois. It's a really nice school. This was in 2001, I believe. And hey, I was talking to these two guys all the time. They seemed like really nice gentlemen after school. I would just talk to them and everything. Seemed really nice. Um, I believe they were cousins, one dark one and one light one. And I talked to them, I believe, for almost a couple of semesters. And one day, this little light skinned, cute boy that was their friend came up to the school or whatever, and they introduced me to him. We exchanged numbers and started talking on the phone. And I thought he came from a very good background. His father was a police officer, and he seemed like a nice young man. One day we went on a date, and one of the guys, the dark skinned guy, came with his girlfriend. This little light skinned cute little girl. And I thought like, oh wow, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a nice double date. That's what I thought. So they end up dropping us off at this hotel room. And me and my date came in and I started drinking. It was alcohol. They offered me liquor and I began to drink. I'm not really a drinker, only experienced drinking twice, and that was mild liquor. That was my first experience with hard liquor. And eventually we end up going back to where the other people were, which was, I thought, was only going to be the dark skinned guy that I used to talk to all the time and his girlfriend, but it turned out to be a lot of guys there. I thought, like, at first I really didn't think nothing of it because one of the guys was one of the light skinned guys that I used to talk to all the time with the dark skinned cousin. So I didn't think anything of it. It was a little nice neighborhood, nice little townhouse. Um, Man, I began to drink, and it was only like a little cup. I'm not sure if he put anything in my cup, but last time I checked, I was out. I did not remember just almost anything. I remember blockages of getting up and the lights being really dark. I remember guys saying, wow, she's cute. And that's all I could remember. But I knew I had got raped because when I woke up, I was scared as shit. I was very sore. I ran to the bathroom. It was semen on my face. And I was like, wow, like I could not believe it. I called the guy because I just did not want to believe like you could just do this to somebody. I called the guy and he never picked up his phone because I just wanted somebody to tell me, no, this did not happen to you. Like this did not happen to you, but it did, and I never told anybody. Um, when I came to school, I played it off like, oh, he didn't answer his phone. And they looked at each other with a smile on their face. They knew they had raped me. It was some other guys that was there, the light skinned guy and the younger guy. And they was like, yeah, he's still in high school. And it was a young guy. Like, you wouldn't believe young people are capable of this. But hey, some of them are. That's why I stress to young females, like, be careful of your surroundings. Always introduce the guys to your family. Always if you don't have a loving family, you come from a real abusive family or whatever your case may be, introduce these guys to your friends' family, your best friend's family. Always tell people where you're going. Always text people your locations or where you at, the hotels, ask people like, where am I? Like, if you feel like you are in danger, call 911. Do not be afraid. I am so telling you, it's so serious out here. And some people are cruel. They just don't care. I mean, I was a decent female. I wasn't out there, and it happened to me. I mean, I never told anybody because the environment I came up and was kind of negative. My mom was kind of, at that time, was very mentally abusive. Now she's like a very loving and caring mother, but at that time she was real mentally abusive. I came from not a, good background. So if I would have told somebody that, no telling, like, would they say it was my fault? I don't know. I felt like, wow, I was dumb. How could I let this happen to me? This had to be my fault. Why was I not street smart to know, like, how did I get in this? And I never talked about it. But once I started going on dates, man, I seen that it happened to so many females. It was amazing how I would have to tell guys, take her home. I would take her home. Like, I would go on double dates. The girl would be drunk. All the guys would always try to have sex with her, with the girl that was vulnerable, and take advantage. It was amazing to me, like, that people were that just evil. I'm like, wow, it happens all the time. I Man, after it happened to me, I kind of got into the street life. And I'm telling you, it happens all the time. So you got to be street smart in here. Like, I didn't drink around nobody after that. I was very afraid. And a lot of guys thought I was out there because of my college incident. And I would go on dates with some other guys from colleges years down the line. And they would just bust out, like, when I would tell them the story, like, wow, you was raped. Like, they felt so bad. But come to find out, they dated me because they thought I was easy. That's what was going around at the school at the time. And it's just really rough out here for young women. So I'm just saying, ladies, don't drink around guys. Like, really go on many dates with the guy. Like, no, make sure you know this person, because if it can happen to me, I was naive. I didn't think that didn't even just go through my mind that people were capable of that. I was so young and naive at the time. And if this does happen to you, ladies, even gentlemen, if this happens to you, if you can't tell your family, go to churches, call rape hotlines. I mean, it's a lot of people that can help you. I didn't know that at the time when I was younger, because this was years ago. But the churches will help you. Hotlines will help you. Go to the doctor and get tested. Make sure you're okay. Talk to the doctor. The doctors will even help you. I'm telling you, it is help out here. It is places you can go to get counseling, because it haunts you. I mean, I go through periods where for years I don't even think about it, and then I just pop up one day and start crying and just think about what happened to me when I was 18. Like, it's just crazy how it impacts your life and you don't even realize it. So everybody, be safe out there, be careful, and be aware of who you are around. Love you all. Have a blessed day.